Welcome YouTube. Next part of Rise. We're back again. We're gonna start playing. We went through a lot of like cutscenes and dialogue and expedition in the last part that I played in this. And now we're gonna start finally fighting, I think. And I still haven't I actually don't remember like any of the buttons or how to play the game, so today we will probably dialogue.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I have Kisara selected, and I did that because I think however long ago it was that I last played, I wanted to try to figure her character out more. I don't know if now's a good time to be doing that.
Lenegis soldiers.
Any way we can avoid fighting them?
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
Well, so much for them not wanting to fight.
Halt! I am Lord Dohalim of Elder Menastia. I command you.
The rest of the city must be erased.
No. Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or not.
If they want
Yo, the frames?
Where's the shot?
Everybody's learning new things.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! On guard!
Astral arts?
That's my cue.
Shut him down.
Now all good things come to an end. This one's mine! Take this! Flaming meteor!
More for the stop.
Look sharp! One more!
Lightning orb.
Look sharp!
More with that wave.
Tiger blade! That's it!
Annihilation. Lightning cadet. Illuminate the soul.
Piercing! I'll take you all
Okay,
on.
I remember how to mix cards.
Flare the Malisa!
Here, let me help.
Appreciate the help. Piercing roll!
Sleep now.
On guard!
Healing serpent.
I really owe this one mine! Time to shine! Now, in this all yours, Kisara!
Those
Okay.
soldiers seem different from the citizens we've come across so far.
I couldn't remember, yeah.
Yeah, they weren't big talkers, that's for sure. They just attacked without warning.
They weren't in the least bit fazed by Dohalim's presence either.
Indeed. They seem to recognize us as enemies, nothing more. And yet, traditionally, Lenegis hasn't been high on threats. A few frenzied Zeugles during experiments here and there, but not much else.
Their glazed-over eyes reminded me of the soldiers and slaves we met back in Ganath Haros. The ones in blind devotion to Volron.
I've never seen anything like that here on Lenegis before.
Maybe someone doesn't want us here, and the soldiers are their way of letting us know.
What with the Red Woman, the Sovereign, and Volron, you're starting to develop quite the growing list of adversaries. At least we'll know to keep our wits about us.
Till it says it, but you're still... I mean, yeah, I'm saying that, but that doesn't mean I do it. I'm just kind of like... I felt like being a little spicy and like pointing out what I see a lot of strong streamers do. It's just something I noticed from a majority of the... From whether it's like streamers I know or just like general streamers that I look at or follow. Oh my god.
Hi, Hoodle.
Going in!
Bro, my game just crashed. What the fuck? Wait. Okay, we're back. I don't know what just happened. I couldn't even select the monsters. He told me no, that was a little too much, buddy. Which means we gotta do that fight all over again. At least my saves didn't get corrupted or anything. It's usually really terrifying.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Let's see. Alright, I guess we'll just have to pretend like the last few moments I played didn't have it's what is going on with my game? Is my computer okay? No clue.
Damn it. Lennox... His soldiers.
Any way we can avoid fighting them?
That all depends on them.
No
Be
idea.
ready.
Well, so much for them not wanting to fight.
I am Lord Dohalim of Elden Menancia. I command you.
Threats to the city must be erased.
No. Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or not, if they want to fight, they got one.
That's my cue!
So I got the icicle thing. What is this?
Shut him down. Be my guest.
Now you've gone and ticked me off!
Fire support!
You're open! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malika!
What is that?
I did. I'm out. Excuse me? I want to learn how to do that. How'd you do that? What the fuck, Rinwell? This. Wait, she has so many moves now. Oh shit. I haven't been using like any of it. Okay, so I learned this recently. Miss discharge. Probably like, well, I never really had a combo, so I don't know how much I'm fucking this up. by picking all this other stuff. Holy shit.
Here we go again.
You shouldn't have messed with me.
No chance! By the support water! No! We're not finished! Strike in the wind! Help there! Time to shine!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
On guard!
Risen tape!
Those
Okay,
soldiers
let's-
seem different from the citizens we've come across so.
Yeah.
They were indeed, and yet
Their glazed over eyes.
Let me see if we don't explode again. I really hope not.
It's on! Time to shine!
I'm on it!
Luna corruption! This one's mine! Gemini
Take this!
Annihilation! These ones can run rings around us! Piercing roar! Magic is there! In here! Lunar corruption! More for the sunlight!
Too fast! Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Piercing roar! This one's mine! One more! Go in!
I'll finish you here and now!
On guard! Time to shine! In here! Tiger blade!
It was nice while it
Inferno crossing! Lightning orb!
It does it!
Piercing roar! Dance in the wind!
Watch it!
Air thrust! Light astrolabe! Magic is there! Guardian here! I'll be safe this way! Let me out!
Powered hurricane! Tiger blade! Inferno
Piercing roar! Gale force!
Glacial
Sphere! Piercing sweet dream!
strike!
Freeze laser!
Inferno
Sorry,
punch!
fine! Magic is there! Hope this works!
Look sharp! Powered hurricane! Watch this! Inferno punch!
It says she learned these. So she can just cast them normally now? Oh fuck. I didn't know that was possible. I thought she can only cast these by what the hell is this? Oh, this is her Mystic Art. I thought she can only do these off of fusion spells. So I could just cast these normally now. That's actually really good. Very fucking useful. Saves a lot of time. One art must be charged while the other art... Huh? Wait, what the fuck? Art combined spread. Well, these tell you it. Okay. I hate how when I decide to stop playing Runwell, she became interesting again. Game knows how to bring me back to the mages always. Freeze Lancer and Holy Lance activated. Burning Strike and Divine Saber. What the hell is Burning Strike? We have Divine Saber. Or, okay, we don't have Divine Saber. We can do Divine Saber, but we don't have it. We don't have either of the moves here. She just kind of knows this. So this is the only move that I couldn't do off of fusion spells, but now I can just cast it. What caused this? Because I've been playing with her this whole time and she never had this until now when I suddenly start playing again. What the fuck? Did she get like buffed when I wasn't playing or something?
Go for it! Prepare to crumble!
think I'm getting the hang of this.
You're definitely way stronger.
Yeah, nothing motivates me
Short
like
hair
having
trick.
stakes this high.
Oh my god, that's big.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
By the
Come on, roll now.
I think I'll pass on the handshake. So let's go. Finish without a
Tiger Blade! Inferno crossing! Piercing roar!
Don't kill me. Oh.
On guard! Tiger Blade! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa!
I'm on it.
Guardian Shield!
That's fun. Come on, cross my
On guard! Burning! Eat this! Tiger Blade! How about this? What's this? One more! Going in! Going in! One more! Going in! Inferno crossing! One more! Look sharp! Time to shine!
This one keeps exhausting us.
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
It's kind of ran into me.
Now I'm in the groove.
I have to train harder.
Oh, fucking exploded.
Going in! Tiger Blade! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Here we go again.
This one's mine!
Here's a healing art. Here's a healing art.
I owe you one for that.
Now you see what I can do.
One more!
Illuminate the dark.
Going in!
Where are you going? Only land.
Inferno punch.
Here's a healing art.
Lightning
orb.
Come on, roll now.
Thunderblade.
Let you all.
Come on!
Great
You have to
Lantern.
hold on!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
No chance!
I'll
Light
bring
up
you
the
back
dark.
from death's abyss.
I'm ready to go! There are friends!
I still
Look
got the
sharp!
fight left
Will
in
this
me.
help? Take this! Piercing roar! Tiger Blade! Hurricane Strike! This one is mine! That's it!
Out of ammo.
I'm on it. I'll tear you apart.
Piercing
Freaking
roar!
got it.
Inferno crossing!
I'll be saving
Eat
this one.
dirt. Blow away.
Look sharp!
Here goes.
Inferno crossing! Hurricane Strike! Going in!
That'll bring you down.
You made me angry! That was a bad idea! Inferno crossing! Tiger Blade! Time to
Here's a
shine!
healing art.
Piercing roar!
Lightning orb.
Inferno! Leave the charge sloppy!
Into the shadows. Sleep now.
Oh, he killed me when I was about to do the mystic art.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Photon dance in the wind.
I'll smash you.
Air throw. I'll heal you all. Light astral lightning.
Trade harder!
This one's mine. I'll tear you
Piercing
apart.
roar! Dueling!
All yours, Kisara.
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
Nobody lurking? Alright, lost a lot of my stuff from this. We're still generally okay. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like for Kisara, I mean, I've only played like 2 or 3 battles with her. It's gonna take some time to like get used to her shit. I don't like using Guardian Fuel that much, so I'm just gonna go ahead and change that. She has shield stuff. And then she has like attack stuff. These are mostly... I wonder if I should make these shield focused then. Sorry, but... I don't know. They're still experimenting. Oh boy.
Go no. Go further.
I see one, eh?
Ready to go. One more. Reaching star.
This one's mine.
I'm the true gunslinger around here.
Out of the way! Fall back!
This one's mine.
Inferno closing! Go away! Fall back!
Glacial fire.
Mow him down!
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that.
Like it does it! Fire in the hole! Fire in the
Leave these
hole!
now to me.
Piercing
Get toasty.
Burn strike!
You're open. Look sharp. All this you did not do. This one's mine.
Annihilation.
Not today!
Piercing.
Should have messed with me.
All good things come to an end. Smash to pieces. Tiger blade.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Going in.
We're not finished!
Going in.
Dance in the wind.
Hear my call.
Look sharp! Dare you apart! What's this? Now you see what I can do!
This one's mine.
Freeze Lancer.
Tiger blade.
Dance in the wind.
Do it. I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life! Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
Oh shit.
Ow! Now you'll learn!
Look sharp.
We're good.
Look sharp. Plenty left. So much for talking it out. Tiger blade. Hear my call.
What's this? No further!
What the hell just shot me?
You
Who's this
make
guy?
me angry. That was a bad idea. That time to shine. Time to shine now. Freaking Tiger blade. I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare demolition. Piercing roll.
Now or never.
Tiger blade. I owe you one for that.
Going in. Illuminate the dark. Magic and bam. Holy lantern.
On guard.
Hello, where's my block?
On guard. Here, let me help. Take this.
Consider yourself finished.
Have you
I
been?
used a bit
I'm
too much
alright.
healing.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been alright. Nothing really too crazy to talk about. Ooh, cake. I don't like cake, but I'll take it.
Those soldiers don't seem to have any qualms about attacking on sight.
Is someone making them stand guard over the Forbidden Zone?
Fuck. Not these things again. Yeah, not a lot to talk about. I'm just kind of looking forward to the end of the month. So that's when my little short vacation is gonna start. Besides that, everything's pretty okay. I can't see past it.
Little help!
Eat this! Piercing roar! Water pass! You're open! Look sharp!
Dance in the wind!
Tiger blade!
As if the normal creepy crawlies aren't disgusting enough.
Lightning condemned! Healing circle!
This one's mine!
Glacial spear.
Pierce evil!
Going in!
Freeze laser!
Tiger blade!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Going in!
Lightning condemned!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it!
You picked the wrong fight.
Roll now! Going in! Talon Hurricane! Time to shine! Tiger blade!
Here!
Just getting started! Inferno blast! Hurricane spike!
Here I
Going
go!
in!
And this wall! Where that came from?
Inferno blast! I'm gone! One more! Bring you down!
Celestial River!
Going in! Here! Tiger blade!
Far beyond the surface!
Inferno blast!
You see what happened? They have bit off more than I could chew.
Raging Cascade!
Time to score!
Dance in the wind! In here!
This one's mine! Save for roll now!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
I'll heal you all! Raging
Look sharp!
Healing circle!
This one's mine!
Man, I'm blocking them. What the fuck?
You picked the wrong fight!
Inferno fire! Piercing roar! Look sharp!
Far beyond the circle line! I call upon the healing art!
Appreciate it!
It was nice
Look
while it
sharp!
lasted.
Tiger blade! Score! Piercing roar! Inferno crossing! Going in! Smash the pieces! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare demolition!
Here's a healing art!
Look sharp!
First aid!
A whirling storm!
Magic is
Hear
there!
my call!
Cyclone!
Going in!
Take this in the sky is mine!
No chance! So I can handle it!
Dance in the wind! Air
Look sharp.
freeze laser! Photon purge malevolent!
Going in.
Freeze
One
laser!
more.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
No chance! Anything in armor is all mine! Thanks, Shion. Take this! I'll finish you here and now! Look sharp!
Lightning orb! Illuminate
Time
the
to
sun!
shine!
Come
Tiger
forward!
blade!
Holy
Hurricane
hand!
fight! I'll take you all on! Ha!
Just do it again.
Flare demolisher! On guard! Tiger bird! Inferno crossing! One more! Look sharp!
Out of ammo! Celestial!
Denied!
Here, going in now!
Ridwell!
Frozen!
Hammer! I feel sprightlier than before.
Hey, what do you say we fight that shining enemy?
Alright, this way is a different route. So we're gonna have to end up fighting
We
those
seem
guys
to have
anyway.
come across something a little unusual.
I don't like this. There's too many people. Oh no.
We're in for a long slog with this one.
I'm on it. Healing in here. Hear my call. Spread. It's like trying to keep up with the wall.
Tiger blade.
No further.
Tiger blade. Here I go. Inferno crossing. Look sharp.
Burn in hell.
I miss.
Take this. I'm gone. Tiger blade.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Confiscated. Steel I'll heal you all with that hit.
Ready to go.
Healing
This one's mine. Time to shine.
Demon Fang!
Take a hit.
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Tiger blade.
Here,
Going in. Come on. You have to hold on. Inferno crossing. Hurricane fight. Going in.
Super Swallow Dance! All fitted you here and now!
Oh, he died. No, that happened.
Tiger blade.
Ow.
Now you've gone and ticked me off.
Here's a healing arc.
I don't have much left.
Talon Hurricane!
Ready.
Inferno Punch!
On guard. Smash to pieces.
All fitted you here and now!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare Demolisher. How's that? Look sharp.
He dodged it.
Can't get out of this!
Going in. On guard.
Burning.
Take this. Glacial Spear.
Here's evil.
On guard. Tiger blade. Going in. Time to shine.
Reload.
Tiger blade. Hurricane fight. Going in.
Back into the fray.
Demon Lash!
Annihilation.
Shine! Radiant light! Now I'm real mad!
Piercing roar.
Here's evil.
I really owe you one.
Freeze Lancer.
Come and get it! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Super Swallow Dance!
Time to shine.
In the groove!
Maximum burst. Glacial Spear. Inferno crossing.
Talon Storm!
One more.
Dance on the
I'll
wind!
do it. Ridwell.
Frozen.
Hammer.
There's always room for improvement.
Like, I'm gonna have to start recording everything because all my streams are running like shit. Every day is the same damn thing. I don't know what I did the last time to make the streams run consistently, but it's just not happening anymore. I don't know what the difference is now because I can't get a single fucking day with the streams are going properly. I have to drop like 50 million frames every day.
We're in for a long slog with this one. Tiger blade.
Push that gun out of your hand!
In here.
Going in.
This one's all mine!
I'm
Let you all down.
Come on. You have to hold on.
Take this! Down! Eat dirt!
Going in.
Magic is here. Freeze Lancer. Astral energy.
Shield is dead.
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Raging cascade.
In a bind?
Alphin's almost dying.
Tiger blade.
No! Demon can't end here! I couldn't make it in time.
Arc sealed.
The Tempest... What? Crushing flash! Reflect on thy sin.
Time to
My
shine.
blackened blade!
Look sharp.
Elusive deity! Rotating pile driver. You look no further.
Oh my.
Sloppy.
Was I in over my head?
What just happened? I guess you're alive? What was that fight? Oh, was it because it was a shiny enemy that we just kind of stay here? What the hell? Just get all pissed. But because she went over limit at the worst time possible, I couldn't do anything and I ended up getting slapped for it. Just be changing something on their end, or is the Taurus season now and it's was before? I don't think it has anything to do with the Taurus. It's just our ISP has never been consistent with like anything. So I think, you know, knowing that, I think back in the day or like in the months before when I was streaming, I think I just had very, I think I just had a lot of luck. I wish there was some other way to
Let's dispose of the... Brush.
No chance. You're open.
Here, dance in the wind! Hurricane! I can't let the hatred consume me!
Bring him down.
Now I'm in trouble. These fists have got your name on them. Not my finest. Come on. You help me along.
Dance in the wind!
You picked the wrong fight.
Feel smart. It's weakened!
This thing now.
You're open.
Going in!
No further. You're mine. I'm not done. Damn it.
Where are you going?
Take this.
This one's all mine.
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malisa.
I'll heal you all!
Piercing
Now or
roar.
never. Any more of this and I'll burn out.
Thanks, Shion.
Mega ray!
Sorry to trouble you.
You do the same for me.
Lightning!
Bloody howling. On your
I'm all set up! Going in!
Stay out of the way.
I'm gone! Lightning!
Double demon fang. Demon fang.
Corruption!
This one's mine. Now you've gone and ticked me off. On guard.
We're not finished.
Race on guard. Tiger blade.
Station.
Eagle blade.
Demon fang.
Race on fire. Shield and
Take this.
piercing roar.
Demon fang. Burn.
Death from the wind. Going in.
Relay. Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
Nice try.
Double
Look
demon
sharp.
fang.
Hurricane
Demon
strike.
fang.
Can't get out of this.
Finish it.
Shion.
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble. Does anyone else think this may be just a bit too tough for us?
Gee, I don't know what to tell you because there's no other place where we can like level up or get better. And I've been fighting every monster possible. So there's no way I'm under leveled. And even then I've been grinding a little bit, so don't know, genuinely don't know what to tell you. You have so much missing. Oh my goodness. Training grounds, what? King Craig. Circle's closed. Turn around. Hell yeah. I gotta get good quickly, so I have to start wasting all the resources. I already died once and I thought I had to reload. She can raise all this stuff except for this one right here. And I think this is the best one to get version for. That's the magic charge. I just didn't save anything with this. Okay. It's an inevitable boss fight.
The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was Sovereigns only.
Alphen.
Yes! It opened!
How do you do that? Well, was he always able to
If
do that?
Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the Sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
What?
What the?
Alphen.
You again.
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Danon. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for, let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they
shit, they didn't give her a good mic.
Prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway. So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imaris. Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. we wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people.
I think we already knew her
We
name.
didn't see the humanity in each other.
Or at least Alpha did. He
So
mentioned
I
it a couple
suppose the
times.
question
I
you
think
should
I
be
remember him
asking
mentioning it
is,
a couple
why
times.
wouldn't I treat you like one?
I don't think we've ever heard her speak before like
You're
this
not
much.
like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
So we're getting to see her character a little more.
Here's what we'll do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dana. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
Straight into a skit.
What the hell just happened?
That vision. Did everyone else see it too?
That person Alvin was speaking to, she looked exactly like Shion.
It was Naori. Naori Imaris. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
She really does look like Shion. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness exactly? It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
Novela.
But how is that even possible? Unless... Could this be the Red Woman's handiwork too?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Danon astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dana's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lenegus. For all we know, perhaps we're close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
We have no way of knowing. Maybe it's not even as deliberate as all that.
Shion, you okay?
Yeah. It was all just a little sudden. That's all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What
She's
about
a
you?
worse mic.
How are you holding up?
Me?
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of those. Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony really was, it might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dana from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad. I'd like to liberate them too if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dana or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion, your desire to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
Nobody's here.
Stay sharp. After that last illusion, there's no telling what could happen in here.
Oh no, a boss fight. I think. I hope not. I'm not ready. So we shall save. I didn't use that many items. I think I did pretty well.
Faria, how did you get in here?
Wait, something about her isn't right.
What's wrong with her? She doesn't even seem to know where she is.
Yeah, you're right. She looks just like the soldiers we encountered outside.
Oh shit, she has a ball. Can we fight something normal for once? God damn it. Oh my no. What is that on top of your head?
Summoning?
But that's preposterous. She never had that kind of power when...
We can talk later. Here it comes.
Tormented limbs? Cool name.
I've never known Thalia to control Zeugles like that before.
Okay, I guess Shion's dead.
Like a master core.
Where did she get her hands on that?
First we handle the Zeugles. Then we get some answers.
Eggs for the weak point.
It's on!
Where are you going?
Eat dirt!
Eat this!
Seal. Here, let me help. I'll be saving this one.
We're going in.
Now for something special. Excited.
What's going on?
Here, let me help.
Their arcs were interrupted.
This can't be happening.
Going in. Come on, now. Take this.
Awesome! Take this!
Going in.
From beyond, imbue this vanquished sword with light. We set the freaking dust! Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration!
That was an accident.
Regenerate!
You picked the wrong fight!
Appreciate the help.
Tiger Blade! Everlasting darkness!
Annihilation!
Might of black and
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Look sharp.
Annihilation!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Give the light.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Laser fire.
Radiant
Take
light!
this!
Power
The Guardian fight is yours to be set free!
Keep rising red!
Burn in hell! I owe you one!
Tiger blade.
Rising Wyvern! Lunar Bongo! Soaring Light Spear!
I can carve through armor! This is some punishment.
I let my guard down.
Oh shit.
Don't leave me!
Oh no.
Out of the woods, it seems. From beyond, this battle is stacked heavy against us.
So we regroup and try again.
You're right. We must play intelligently.
No. She didn't heal herself.
I owe you one for that. Plenty left. One more. On guard. Tiger blade.
I can't lose.
Force of regeneration!
Regenerate. Time to shine.
Take to the
Tiger blade. Maximum burn.
Not done yet!
Leave the torches to me.
reflect on thy
Time to burn.
might with black and gray!
Tiger blade. It's in the sky. Smash to pieces.
Execution!
Going in.
Here's a healing art.
Flush.
First aid.
In a vine?
One more.
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Look sharp.
Resonate with the earth! Flame and silence is yours! To be rending you apart!
Tiger blade.
You do the same for me.
That helps.
Time to shine.
Elusive deity!
Healing flame of
You picked the wrong fight!
Eagle ray!
Burning strike. Tiger blade. Hurricane strike. Red. Unguarded spear.
Sharpest Slash! Swordman Alpha!
Tiger blade. Burn up.
Now, while it's feeling!
Take it down.
Good.
Dragon Swarm! Pierce through!
Tiger
Rising
blade.
Wyvern! I'll smash you!
Ow.
Explosion.
Sturda, do it!
Now you've gone and picked me off. This one's mine. Shion,
Go for it.
prepare to crumble.
Here's a healing art.
Look sharp. Tiger blade.
Lunar corruption.
Glacial fire. Inferno crossing. I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malachite.
Here's a healing art.
Demon Fang!
First aid.
You picked the wrong fight!
Take it. On guard. Plenty left. Tiger blade.
Win!
Time to shine.
Here's a healing art. First
I
aid.
really owe you one.
Ow.
Searing flame. Reload.
Rising sun!
On guard.
Annihilation. By the
Take
power
this.
of flame.
Tiger blade. Glimmer hurricane strike.
Be still!
This one's mine. What's this? That's it. That'll bring you down.
Try harder!
I'll heal you all.
On guard.
Healing
Piercing
circle.
roar. Tiger blade. Maximum burn. Need to pull myself together. Ready to go. Piercing roar. It's not now. Death blade. Inferno crossing. Hurricane strike. Explosion. Far enough.
Oh.
Here's a healing art. Don't give up.
Yeah, I was supposed to use Alpha, not me. And you ended up dying for it.
Look sharp. Hurry down. You're on. Piercing roar. Tiger blade.
By the power of flame.
Inferno crossing. Hurricane strike. Abroad. Plenty left.
Oh.
What was I thinking?
Piercing roar. Not like this.
Ignite!
I'll tear you apart. Almost there.
Oh, close enough.
Healing art.
Take it away, Law.
So, I thought you'd never ask.
Radiant here. I'm out of ammo.
Everyone's dead. That's why I can't switch out from him.
Just what I
I was like, why can't I ever like keep it
Stay
from?
away from my friend! Mirage!
Lightning orb. Illuminate the dark. Come forth, holy cliff, holy land.
In a bind?
Hit.
Everlasting
Illuminate the
beyond.
dark.
Imbue this banquet.
You better cast that shit quickly. Alright.
Another incantation ruined.
Take care of
Everlasting dark.
healing circle. I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Thanks, everlasting dark. Look sharp. Soaring blast.
Forgive me.
You're open. On guard. Tiger blade.
Back into the
Hurricane strike and ready. Tiger blade. On guard.
By the power of
Going
flame.
in.
Finish without a trace.
That's it. Tiger blade. Maximum burn.
Where are you going?
Wait, she can't
Going
actually.
in.
Searing
Tiger blade.
Reload. Annihilation. Radiant
An
here.
outstanding set.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Piercing roar. Maximum burn.
Searing flame. Reload.
Going in.
Back from death's
This
abyss.
one's mine.
Nail strike.
Look
Here's
sharp.
a healing art. First aid.
Thanks, Sheila.
Far beyond the darkest sky.
Magnify.
Annihilation.
Plenty left.
Faith. My reach is even wider.
Shooting star. Ready.
Here goes.
Seal.
Take this.
Regenerate.
It's
in your hands now.
Time to shine.
Hear me! Flame of fury! Strike!
Now, too shy. Ridwell.
Frozen!
Hammer.
It didn't went too bad, but we still had two people that stayed dead,
Now
unfortunately.
it's just her. Faria, can you hear me? Faria.
She's preparing another summoning! The art she's casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more.
Forgive me.
He got punched the shit out of him. Yeah, that's what I call equal rights.
Man, I thought we were goners.
Everything okay?
Yes. She's only unconscious.
Not her. I meant you.
Shion, please.
Yeah, fuck
Can you
her,
treat
bro.
her?
What about
I
you?
can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I can do is heal her physically.
We're not even supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer. Don't you think?
In that case,
I'll take her off your hands.
Who the hell is this?
Avakir,
Oh,
what are you doing here?
that's voice
I
I
was
just
curious what
recognized.
you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out. I overheard what you said about Tarnigan, about how he really died. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to think I know you a little better than that, Dohalim. Give me some credit. I'll take Faria. Leave her with me. I know better than to ask what you're up to. But whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
Thank you.
What a guy.
He seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about everyone else. As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody got to her, to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. Neither you nor Faria would have lost loved ones, if it wasn't for me.
You're wrong. Kelzelik was the one who killed my brother, under orders from Almadria. As for Tarnigan, if it weren't for the crown contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes it possible. But that's why we're fighting. To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
Indeed. Ridding society of this blight is really the only way I know how to atone for my sins.
You can't atone, Dohalim. I know it hurts to hear, but those people are dead. No amount of soul-searching or trying to make amends is going to change that. Forgiveness, acceptance, those ships have sailed.
So I just forget the harm I caused?
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember, you never forget. You keep it in your heart always. And then you go on living. Not for those already passed, but for those still alive.
For those still alive.
Kisara's right. So long as we've still got breath in our bodies, we can make a difference in the lives of others. Lives being the operative word.
That's what living's all about. Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make the pain of your conscience go away.
Only fixing the problem in its stead. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. You have to live for tomorrow, Dohalim, not for yesterday. And not only that,
Is it open
you need to
only
live
for
for
summons or
yourself
just stay open?
and for the change that you still
I
can
don't
be.
know. That's a good observation.
Don't forget, we've still got a mystery to
As
solve.
soon as we came
The
in here,
Forbidden
there's a
Zone,
bunch of
remember?
other people are suddenly in here with us.
Huh?
Thank you. You have my deepest gratitude for what you did for Faria.
Glad to be of service.
I'm glad we could stop Faria without hurting her.
You all did much for her.
No, it's closed. They closed
Most
it,
grateful.
I think.
Oh, shucks.
Yeah.
We're on the same team, right? Let's move on.
Never mind, there's the entrance. I guess it stayed open. Yeah, so much else to do.
Do you think Faria was really being controlled by someone?
Certainly seemed that way. The question is, who? The Red Woman?
The same person who's behind all of this, I'll bet. Whoever that is.
Brainwashed or otherwise, the feelings of resentment she holds towards me are real.
Someone used her because they knew we'd hold back. If that's not playing dirty, I don't know what is.
It does tell us one thing at least. Someone here in Lenegis is watching us. Someone who means us harm.
There's no question. That attack was meant for us alone.
By someone capable of getting inside a person and manipulating them like a weapon. We need to find whoever it is, fast.
What is it, Rinwell? Do you hear something again?
Yeah. It's that voice.
The will of Dana's astral energy.
No flashback. What is that doing here? I thought it was for the planet exclusively. There's like leftover energy in the area that got sucked away or something.
What? There's so much astral energy. But where's it all coming from? It's almost like it's alive.
What the fuck? Is it frozen? What the fuck is happening? Okay.
That was the spirit channeling ceremony just now. No, it was more than that.
What the hell was that? It felt like everything was on the brink of... like the whole world was seconds from...
Oblivion. It's the same vision as the one my thorns show me. A vision of impenetrable darkness that swallows up us and everything else.
An empty void. A nothing so complete and dominating that there aren't even words to describe it. The end of time.
The visions of the apocalypse you've been seeing. If I'd known how bad they were,
So, everything we just saw, those were Naori's memories, right?
That's right. It was as if her innermost thoughts were speaking directly to us. At least I know they weren't mine.
That power flowing into her. It reminds me of Shion's thorns. If they're what's responsible for all these visions she's been having, then maybe...
Maybe my thorns are made from that same astral energy?
If that is the case, we just found the missing link between your thorns and what happened here 3 centuries ago. No, more than a link. Perhaps even the very heart of the matter.
I've never felt astral energy so powerful. What was that?
If it's the same energy your thorns are made of, it must be dark astral energy, right? And isn't that something only Renans have?
Correct. Dark astral energy is possessed by Renans alone.
And when enough astral energy gathers together, it develops its own form of sentience. If so, Maybe that complete oblivion is exactly what the Ren and Astral Energy's will is wishing for. But why?
I don't know. Will can be a pretty vague thing to nail down.
Super
It's more of a
Dan?
feeling, just like the will of Dana.
But the will of Dana is made up of astral energy too, right? And if that's what's been showing us these visions, I don't know, should we really be getting so involved with this thing?
Dana's will would never want oblivion.
But you can't say that for sure.
Cut it out, you two. Squabbling over theories will get us nowhere.
Let's keep moving.
The Renans are so evil that even their spiritual energy wants to destroy like all of existence. That's kind of
Could
fucked.
lead us to the truth, and I want to find out more.
Shion's right. All we can do is keep going. If these really are Naori's memories we're watching, there could be truths in them I was never aware of. And I think they may be the kinds of truths I need to confront if we're going to keep fighting.
I'm sorry about what I said earlier. Come on, let's go.
Finally, we begin to understand what the thorns are.
Alright. Everybody's dying. Okay. The hell did I want to do?
Yes, and their source. A ceremony that occurred 3 centuries ago.
We still don't know how to get rid of them. I just hope we can find a way. Soon, we might very well learn the truth behind Shion's thorns, as well as my own past. I have to be ready to face anything. Whatever happens.
What?
I'm determined to save Shion and Dana. Nothing I learn can change that.
What was this? Okay. I guess we're reaching like a point of no return or something? I can't really like go back. What am I gonna do? Get fucked by more monsters and die?
Meant specifically for us.
What do you make of it? Do you still think the will of Dana might be involved somehow?
Maybe it's trying to tell us something. But what?
Well, it could be supernatural. You know, like seeing dead people, messages from beyond the grave, ghost-type stuff.
That's your grand theory? That we're being haunted? Come on, Law.
Wait,
Might
you
not
might
be.
be closer to the mark than you think.
Yeah, like.
What if a person's thoughts and deeds were to somehow become indelibly etched into the ether of a place? And what if those with a connection could then somehow pick up on them?
You think that's what it was? Some kind of message someone left here for us?
I am merely entertaining the possibility. Whether it was Dana's will, or somehow connected to the Sovereign and Maiden's powers, I do not know.
Okay, back up a sec. You're saying that if a place is full of enough astral energy, it can somehow show us events that happened centuries ago?
More to the point, how does that much astral energy gather in one place anyway? Seems unlikely it happened naturally.
Whatever it was, it survived here intact for 300 years. Whoever left it for us, the strength of their intent is beyond doubt.
The strength of their intent.
Alright, here we go. Don't know where I'm going. We'll be getting there.
Hold up, you guys.
What is it?
I want to look through that room over there. I'm curious what we'll find.
That's the room you visited in your past, right? Sure. We can check it out.
Okay. Is this game better than
looks
Scarlet
like some
Nexus?
kind of research
I haven't
facility.
played Scarlet Nexus, so I can't answer that question.
A laboratory secreted away in the Forbidden Zone.
It's a Tales
One of my
game, so
past
there's like a
being
certain
surprised at
amount of
this
fun
point.
that it already has.
Looks pretty deserted.
So, I don't know.
Let's check it out.
Maybe that
Give
answer
us
might
a
help you.
lead.
For the people of Lenegus, the Forbidden Zone is the stuff of dreams. Yet here I am, standing within its hallowed halls.
It's off limits even for lords, then? Talk about an exclusive club.
Being exclusive is one thing, but how many important facilities let in only the Sovereign? Doesn't that seem a little strange?
Strange doesn't cover it. If it was only one room, maybe. But a place on this scale? How do they keep it from falling into ruin? Whoever the Sovereign is, they can't manage the upkeep of this whole place themselves.
Sovereign is
Did
just a
no one
squad
ever
of the
talk
people.
about it when you were growing up?
No, not that I can remember. Then again, Sovereigns and Forbidden Zones weren't exactly breakfast table conversations.
The Forbidden Zone is a hallowed place, at one with the Sovereign's authority, grounds of the one true ruler who presides over all Renans. That is what we believed this place to be. No, what we were made to believe it was. But now, it is finally time to discover this area's true purpose, and why it was kept hidden behind the scenes for so long.
It's fucking music though. Some more expedition. They gave us this quick little dungeon,
I
nice
think I can
boss
make this
fight.
work.
Now we're back to learning more truths. The fuck did you even do? You magicked the computer on.
Well, can you make head or tail of it?
These are experiment records by the looks of it. Reams of them, dating back hundreds of years. Let's see. A composite being capable of controlling Danon astral energy so as to convert its molecular and elemental makeup. The creation of a governing central figure, taking the form of a Danon. Codename Sovereign.
Sovereign?
Wait, there's more. Research into utilizing force field crystals for the purpose of stable astral energy containment. That must be the master cores. With all this raw data, there's bound to be records here somewhere about the Maiden and the Lords, too.
About the lords? Why would they be on there?
I mean, there's a reason they hold the cores.
The Lord's crests are clearly of a piece with those of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. Not to mention the fact that the contenders to the crown are selected from otherwise regular Renan citizens. In other words, it may
Sure,
be
he
that
just
all
mentioned it
Renans
earlier.
are
I completely
unwittingly
forgot
being
about that
made
detail.
subject to some kind of grand scheme.
What about the Sovereign? Does it say anything else?
Where do I start? All I've read so far is the headlines. There's so much here. To sift through all of it would require specialized... Wait,
What is it? Did you find something?
it's a list of names, with the title Test Subjects, Sovereign. It's your call.
Read it.
There must be dozens of test subjects listed here. Hundreds even. All of them failures. Wait, I think I've found one that was successful.
Bullroom.
Test subject number 1273. Ethnicity, NA. Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name, Alphen.
Oh, okay.
They re-engineered me. Right here in this lab.
But I guess that makes more. He's not even fucking running. Because I was about to mention the part where they didn't even give him his own
It's fine,
ethnicity.
really. What about the others? Was I the only one?
But I feel like the description would fit Volrod too. Volrod's the ice guy, right? Or the water dude?
Ethnicity, NA. Unique Adjustment Index, Generation, NA. Given name, Volron.
Yeah, there he is.
Volron? But that
So
means...
they're both from
He's
the
only
lab?
sovereign because someone made him that way too.
He's the last one. In 3 centuries worth of records, you and Volron are the only 2 subjects on whom the experiment was a success.
I don't. Yeah, okay. He's probably
But what
is
about the
is
rules
Ren.
of the crown contest?
Is Danon.
Does this mean
But
that none of them were
when
ever
he was
crowned sovereign
kidnapped-
after all?
They just messed with him so much that he just kind of like lost his.
Upon victory,
I remember
Sovereign
was thinking
shall
this.
return to Rena and rule over Rena and Lenegus combined. When a new sovereign is decided, the outgoing monarch shall relinquish their post and live out the rest of their days on Rena. So we were told. But according to these records, there have only ever been 2 sovereigns, neither of whom had anything to do with the crown contest.
Nope.
It's all lies, including the part about the sovereign residing in Rena.
This is some
The
Symphonia
crown
levels of
contest was
fucking
never about
backstory,
deciding
though.
a new ruler. It must always have been devised for some other purpose.
With how Mythos developed the whole Church of Martell
Even
shit and all the
supposing that's true,
backstories and the entire
someone
like
must have been
inner
in
workings
charge
of
for
how
the
to get
past
new
3
maidens to
centuries,
go
right?
like.
If it wasn't the sovereign, then who
Oh
was
shit!
it?
Crown contests have been held this whole time, in spite of the fact that there was already a sovereign. Me. Meaning that for the past 300 years, someone out there has to have been maintaining that lie. The same person I'm willing to bet is behind all this.
The Red Woman?
It's possible. But that doesn't necessarily mean she's the mastermind behind this scheme.
I don't think it's her
She could be working for
specifically.
someone else. Someone back
Yeah.
on the Renan homeworld.
It's the only person we don't know anything
Either way,
about, and
It's fair to say she's definitely involved somehow.
Rena's the only place that we have 0 idea about, too.
What about the data records? Is there no other information that could help us?
Not that I can
Maidens?
see. Just file upon file of experiment results. There's nothing here about who's behind all this, or what their endgame is, unfortunately.
You have to find out somewhere else.
I've barely managed to scratch the surface, mind you. You won't be able to read through it all, but you're welcome to take a look through what you can, while we're here.
I'll do that.
So this is where Alphen became the Sovereign. And Volron as well. The significance of this location would suggest...
Hey, it looks like the terminals in here turned on too.
We should look through them. They might contain valuable information.
There's one back there, too.
Only 2 sovereigns in over 300 years. So why has the experiment only succeeded twice in all this time? And if that's the case, why keep on doing it? Was there really no other way? Or could there be some other reason?
Dohalim.
Forgive me.
Alphen.
I'm fine. I'm just a little shaken, that's all. I knew what I was already, so it's not like it's a surprise or anything. But it's
You
strange.
were literally surprised when you
I've got
heard
all
it.
this rage inside of me, but I don't even know who it's for. I'm scared that I'll put a face to it, just to have someone to blame.
If that were to happen, then No. Then we'd help you fight it, before you ever got that far. Wouldn't we, everyone?
Yeah. We wouldn't just sit by and watch you spiral out of control.
That's right. No good can come from being consumed by hatred.
If you ever start to lose your way, you can count on us to guide you back. To remind you where home is.
And I would be happy to lend an attentive ear, should you ever have need.
Thank you, everyone. I think I'll be okay now.
Oh boy, there's a lot to read. It's going to be a very read-heavy moment right now. Let's get ready for this, I guess. Master cores are instruments of power containing astral energies that belong to one of the 6 elements. 5 of these master cores, those with earth, water, fire, wind, and light, are loaned to Renan Lords at the time of the Crown Contest. Only the Dark Master Core is maintained inside the Forbidden Zone until the Renis Alma is ready to be reformed, its existence kept top secret. Underneath the Master Core's spherical outer layer is a force field crystal used for the purpose of astral energy containment and stabilization. Inside the force field, astral energy is stored in a dormant state. For the duration of their tenure, each lord competes in a contest to master light and astral energy. In an event of emergency, each lord may be allowed to withdraw from their respective stock of astral energy as necessary. However, the extent allowed is determined based on their own individual strength. Addendum 1. The sign flaws have been discovered in how Renis Alma materializes. Be advised that active master cores may resonate with other master cores located in close proximity and become unstable. Addendum 2. Due to successful regeneration of Renis Alma, master cores will cease to be deployed and master crown permanently halted. Okay, this is some SCP type shit going on right now. The amount of information they're feeding us. Spirit cores are end terminals used for a collection of astral energy. When embedded in a biological subject, it establishes connections throughout its body. These connections are used to amass astral energy generated from physical activity, which is then emitted from the host body itself. Because this emitted energy is prone to diffuse, the host must be placed within range of a spirit vessel for the energy to be collected. This means that Danans must be employed to harvest the astral energy for the purpose of the Crown Contest. Given the difficulty in producing them, it is advised that spirit cores be retrieved from host bodies and reused upon their death. Spirit cores can also be embedded in Zeugles to control them via astral arts. And then the increased physical load on a host body tends to produce increased astral energy emissions. Final confirmation of ideal workload to impose on host bodies without inducing death for maximum astral radiance is still pending. So we were in the middle of trying to disprove that back at Alphen's side of the world, where everybody in his region was getting enslaved and worked up to the bone. Oh boy. Each crown contest, 5 of the best qualified members of the Renan populace are chosen to act as lords, vying to serve as the next sovereign. During their tenure, they are granted level 3 authority, as well as one of 5 elemental realms to administer, and its corresponding master. They are also assigned an ID crest indicating their designated element. The selection process is based only on astral artistry and physical and mental aptitude. Other variables such as age have no bearing whatsoever. Because only the strongest go on to become lords, the position itself does not inherently make an individual any stronger. It should be noted, however, that lords are not the only individuals capable of drawing out a master core's powers. All Renans must take part in the selection process, and acceptance of the position is mandatory. It is not allowed for those deemed suitable to decline. So they're forced to do it? Furthermore, in the event that an acting lord is incapacitated and can no longer serve in their position, a replacement must be quickly prepared. Unique Adjustment Index Test Subject Report. What? The following is a report on the second successful case of sovereign test subject extermination. 10-10-5, given name Volron. Although subject possesses high latent potential, it exhibits significant mental instability along with a strong distaste for following orders. We'll just fucking call him mentally disabled guy. Holy shit. As such, the risks it poses surpass even those of the last successful subject, itself a failure, and is therefore under consideration for disposal. Addendum, this is the first successful case in 300 years. previously mentioned risk factors are now mitigated due to the established control protocols. Subject is to be evaluated under the assumption that Plan 2 will proceed and will be dispatched to Dana under the guise of serving as a lord. So they made him pretend to serve as a lord? Wait, but why? Instead of finding one for the place, they just gave it to him, even though he was a sovereign. But the whole point of being a sovereign isn't to send him to death. So what was the reason to make him go there? The sovereign acts as Lennige's essential control device for the spirit channeling ceremony. Each one is granted level 2 authority and an ID crest. A Danon subject serves as the base of its creation. Huh? In theory, ideal candidates possess equal affinity for every astral element. However, each aptitude is statistically rare to uncover within real-world conditions. As a result, most subjects die during the adjustment period, and stability is still not guaranteed for those who survive it. This instability, coupled with the sovereign's powers of astral manipulation, pose a high risk to the security of Lenniges if left unchecked. As such, stabilization measures must be put in place via the support mechanism when utilizing the sovereign in the spirit channeling ceremony. Addendum 1. No effective alternate methods to perform the ceremony have been found. Trials on Danon subjects are authorized to continue. So because they couldn't find a different way, they just kept testing on Danons. But what do you need specifically Danons for this? That's the part I think that's the new part there. I don't remember that particular detail being important. It's only Danons that can do this, apparently. Then up to Unit 2 adjustments are a success. Subsequent adjustments are to be put on hold while extended administration takes place. Later. The Maiden acts as a sovereign support mechanism for the spirit channel ceremony. A Renan subject serves its functions, providing the sovereign with the supplemental dark astral it lacks in tandem with the Rena's alma. During the ceremony, it is partly responsible for astral energy conversion, as well as maintaining stability over the sovereign's own powers. Additionally, the degree of intimacy between it and the sovereign has been observed to positively impact the level of stability in both subjects. Because of this, trial activations of the sovereign without the maiden present are expressly forbidden. Furthermore, neither the sovereign nor the maiden are to be informed about the details of the spirit channeling plan. Number 1. Mental instability in the maiden has been deemed the cause of the past sovereign's rampancy. Countermeasures must be considered. 2. In line with plan adjustments, the current subject will have its maiden registration revoked. In line with plan adjustments, the current subject will have its maiden registrations revoked and be returned to its original household. Was that supposed to be Naori? Something happened. Is it Naori though? They just send her back home. A large-scale astral energy converter that primarily converts the elemental composition of Dana's astral energy and transmits it to Rena. Activation and control of astral energy conversion is achieved by placing the Sovereign Maiden and Rena's alma within the central core of Lenniges. It is comprised of class divide and essential personnel residence zones around a large conduit, along with the defensive layers surrounding them. The outer layer is developed upon activation, unlocking the central control unit while simultaneously functioning as a stabilization mechanism. Due to its design deployment of the outer layer, it's expected to cause damage to residential zones. However, because that only takes place during the final stage of the spirit channeling ceremony, no contingency plan to address said damage is needed. Until that phase, Lenniges serves as the central base of operations for the management execution of the crown contest on Dana. Y'all didn't think of a single plan just to like not have that shit happen? Like, not even, you just said we'll deal with that problem when we get there. Warning, any personnel with level 2 authority or lower is strictly forbidden from the classified zone. Any violators will be immediately executed. Oh shit. So this entire thing, it seems like, is just all part of a plan to have like the Sovereign and the Maiden be used to power this entire device to take energy from Dana and bring it to Rena. And the reason they're experimenting on people is to just kind of keep this progress or this process as bestly done and as smooth as possible. And everybody who lives on Lenegis is just part of the project. They're all eligible people to take place in this whole like grand scheme of shit. And nobody realizes this, which is why nobody actually knew what was going on in the real Rena this entire time. That's what I'm kind of surmising from reading all of this so far. I'm probably missing out on a lot of details because there's some shit that I definitely just don't remember. But that's what it seems like so far. Okay. A master spirit vessel placed on Dana for spirit channeling ceremony. It serves as the tip of Lennox's conduit, which is separates. Upon landing in Danan waters, it extends 2 sets of conducting pathways. The vertical pathway is connected to the center of Dana. Meanwhile, the horizontal pathways proceed to develop the entire surface of Dana. Once activated, it links to the biological spirit vessels placed in each realm, efficiently harvesting the planet's spirit astral energy as. The accumulated energy is then transmitted to Rena via Lenegis. Because construction and adjustments take place in the Forbidden Zone's regulator area, Lenegis' auto layer must be deployed prior to launch. Intended to function semi-autonomously, only maintenance personnel are expected to manually interface with it when necessary. No other personnel is required for it to function. Then the one detachable harvester 1 was lost on Dana after exploding due to the rampancy exhibited by the Sovereign. So this is the shit that we just got rid of. The little fucking thing that flew into Dana. Then 2 detachable harvesters 2's landing point will remain the same as that of the previous model. This is due to the explosion of the previous model, which altered the planetary topography, enabling easier connection to the center of Nana. Wow, okay. Sedative mask. Device covering the wearer's whole face that restricts their mental activity, but was developed for the purpose of pacifying prisoners. Medical applications are also recognized, particularly as a means of preventing patients from sustaining mental trauma. However, doing so is not recommended, as prolonged use of the device carries the risk of inducing a number of adverse side effects. This is the mask that Alphen was wearing in the beginning of the game. Due to the loss of production facilities incurred from the partial destruction of Lenegis, additional devices will no longer be manufactured. After receiving reports of a robust new form of rule emerging in Dana's water realm, a study was commissioned to investigate the matter in depth. This system is unique in that it elevates only the Lord as the supreme authority while relegating both Renans and Danans alike to enslavement. Subject 1010-5 serves as the realm's current lord and has achieved this without the use of any special powers, drugs, or special devices. Rather, it has done so by sheer governance. Given this method's effectiveness at population control, monitoring the situation will continue. Man didn't use anything special. He just said, alright, I rule this place, and I'll, do what I say, and you get to have this Valor literally just showed up to Dana and pulled some like Sigma shit, and he became the lord of his region. Meanwhile, everybody else had to go through the process normally. What the fuck? Collapse of cognitive facilities via extreme mental repression rooted in violence and fear has proven to be the key of this style of roots. There you go. Once a subject loses its autonomy, they become desensitized to fear and subsequently cease to prioritize even their own personal safety. Though such a state is ill-suited for commanding officers, it remains an effective way to cultivate disposable infantry and slaves for manual labor. Addendum 2. Soldiers in Lenegus who have undergone this treatment will be asked to secure classified sectors as a trial. The results will be monitored. That's why we run into soldiers that look like they have no souls. There's more? It's showing Lenegus structures. You can see pipes of transporting astral energy sticking out of them. You notice this area will now be shut down as the project proceeds to the final phase. What the fuck? We are in the final phase. That's why all the other stuff happened. We're backing down. It's showing this room's equipment. It hasn't been used in a long time. So they just ditch all this shit. But what the hell does the final phase mean? These don't have it either. Alright. What do you want me streaming for? What's up, man? That's a good question. I don't know. Probably not too long. Maybe like an extra 30 minutes or something. Whatever this section is, I'll probably try to get done with it. And then once I feel like we've gone past all the important stuff, then I'll most likely end it there. But for now, I don't have a definitive answer for you. I assume for like another 30 minutes or so. Its equipment for modding subjects has probably had a failure disposal mechanism as well. Oh, nice. You see lots of numbers. Looks like logs of alignment between subjects and modding this part. Not important. Now that's some Pogger's items right there. Rome unchanged over 3 centuries. It's like time itself has stopped here. They left this shit alone for 300 years. Which means it was like right after this stuff happened with Alpha and they just ditched this whole place altogether. So the final phase thing started a long time ago then, so it's 300 years plus. They entered some final phase which is apparently not over yet?
Naori, I...
Don't talk. I have to do this. I gave you my word that I'd help you return to Dana. The next time you open your eyes, you'll be home.
But you...
My place is here with my people. I still have a duty to fulfill. I'm sorry for what you've endured. Rena never should have dragged you into this. It's not your burden to bear.
But...
The mask contains a sedative. It should keep your mind from tearing itself apart any further. Let yourself go to sleep. This should help with the pain. Time to go, Elfin. Farewell.
Naori...
His injuries are worse than I thought. Short-term treatment isn't going to cut it. I'll have to switch the healing pod to long-term hibernation mode. The chance of surviving hibernation's less than 10%? And worse, Long-term use of the mask carries a high risk of damaging his mind and nervous system. But... if I don't head back, Lenegis will be nothing but ashes. And this starship along with it.
Are they already on the ship?
Know if I can fulfill my promise to you, Alphen.
I thought he had to lug his ass back to the ship.
If doing this will grant you even the slightest chance, I have to try. I hope it's enough. Please, live for me, Alphen.
That vision. It must have been from when Naori helped Alphen escape Lenegis.
She sure went above and beyond the call of duty.
Even with Lenegis crumbling down around her, she chose to stay put with her people.
So that's why you lost your memories and sense of pain, and why you were asleep for that whole time. It was all the result of one agonizing decision Naori made to save your life.
Yeah. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't even be alive today. I owe her everything. More than I could ever hope to repay.
Now that you know how she felt, how do you plan on honoring her wishes?
She kept her promise. If the Renan people she fought so desperately to protect are at risk from a malevolent force, then I owe it to her to carry on her fight. Naori was the one who put that mask on me, and made me Iron Mask.
She did it to prevent your soul from tearing itself apart. She knew you might lose your memories and sense of pain as a result. But more than anything, she wanted you to survive. And you did.
Something happened during the thing. He got really, really injured off of it. Then, as a result, she had to run away to the ship with him. Am I back? Where I started? Where is this? Not a door. Oh. Tree. There's another item I'll never use. I'm just gonna hoard it into my inventory for the rest of the game.
This place. We've seen this in one of Naori's memories.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
This is
After
where they did the
300
thing.
years, this is where it was held. The spirit channeling ceremony. This is where the Renaissance was.
So this is the place where you and Naori...
I like how they didn't hold back on like
The
just
Renaissance isn't here now. Nor is the Red Woman, it seems.
giving us more of
I know it's
Alphen's
difficult,
backstory.
Alphen, but there will be time to dwell on the past later. For now, we need to keep moving. Come on.
Like, they're not trying to keep it discreet or anything. They're just like, here you go. We're at the moment now, so just go ahead, take some flashbacks and shit. There's also some stuff for Dohalim, it seems. He has some stuff going on with his people here, but we're not to that part yet. They're like kind of hinting at it, but then for now they're still trying to keep us focused on him. Just be like, there's more to come soon, but
Since the ceremony.
here, take this dude's backstory first. You know, the main character you've been playing this whole time.
Power that caused Alphen to lose control. Since then, my visions of the future have grown more and more fearsome.
What happened to your
Is this
voice?
another memory? No. It's different this time. It's like she's speaking directly to us.
What we did back then. Not so much as a day passes when I don't think about it. About what was done to us. All in the name of a ceremony, the purpose of which we were never even told. As Sovereign, they linked Elfin's consciousness to Lenegis itself.
What?
The Renis Alma was intended to control his power, lest anything should slip through its cracks. That day, as Maiden, my role was to temper his power. I was meant to guide it forth, and give shape to the strength inside of him.
Linked to Lenegis itself? But then, everything that's been happening...
But that power showed me a vision. A vision of oblivion. When I realized that vision was a prophecy of the apocalypse we were about to unleash, I couldn't go through with it. But without a maiden, the ceremony was doomed. Alphen lashed out, his consciousness no longer his own. I did what I could. Using my abilities as the maiden, I tried to seal that power away inside of me. But it was too late. Lenegis had already been brought to its knees.
So
Thousands upon thousands of lives so cruelly snuffed out.
Hmm.
All because of me. Because of what I had done. With the destructive force now slumbering inside of me, I knew I had to find a way to dispose of it. Anything to make up for my failure. But I didn't know how. Especially since that power was astral energy itself. In which case, ironically enough, the Renis Alma seemed to be my best bet. That, at least, would hold the astral energy dormant. Assuming that no malevolent third party got to it first. With the Sovereign and Maiden's combined power, perhaps I could shift the chaotic energy inside me into the Renis Alma instead. That's what I hoped, but alas, it was not to be. The Renis Alma was lost, and Alphen, the Sovereign, was in a starship bound for Dana. My only choice was to seal away the destructive force inside of me using my powers as the Maiden, to buy the world what little time I could. The time needed for a new Renis Alma to be crafted, and for a new Sovereign to appear. Even if by doing so, it meant I would be passing the curse onto my descendants as well. Please, forgive me. I never meant to burden the future world with this threat too. I only wish that there was something more I could have done.
Wait, you can't just...
sorry, grandchild, it's your problem now.
Naori.
That message just now, was it directly from Naori? Or was it the Danon voice speaking through her?
It was her, but it didn't sound like her, so what the fuck? Okay.
What?
These are the clothes that Naori and I wore during the ceremony 3 centuries ago.
So you're saying this is the Maiden's outfit?
That's right. These clothes are designed to resonate with the Sovereign and Maiden's abilities. They focus and enhance them.
And they appeared now
Oh, Lord.
because...
Naori must have left them here for the new Sovereign and Maiden, knowing the day would come when they would need them in their fight against the Thorns.
These outfits are directly linked to the answers we've been chasing this whole time. If they're here, it must mean it was Naori's will for us to find those answers as well.
Locating the Renis Alma would allow us to neutralize the dark astral energy inside Shion, thereby silencing her thorns. Is that what Naori's suggesting?
It makes sense. After all, Master Cores and Spirit Vessels are both able to prevent the astral energy inside them from developing sentience. By that logic, it would stand to reason that the Renis Alma would have the same ability on a larger scale.
We have a maiden in Sovereign. Now all we need is the Renis Alma, and we'll finally be able to free you of your thorns. Shion.
It's possible? You really think so?
I do. We can rid you of your thorns and stop the world from falling to oblivion.
However, the spirit channeling ceremony already failed once. Even if our goal is different this time, we can't be sure the same thing won't happen again. We should take care not to be too optimistic.
You're right. It's the barest sliver of a chance. But if there's even the slightest hope it can work, I'm willing to stake everything I've got on it.
I know it's too early to let myself feel relieved, but I just can't seem to help it. Just hearing there's the slightest chance, even though I know the world's still in great peril. It's selfish of me, I know, but still.
No, it isn't. You found hope to believe in. It'd be strange if you weren't over the moon about it.
Rinwell's right. We can rid you of your curse and still save the world at the same time.
Thank you. Naori entrusted us with the fate of all humanity. Now, it's up to us to prove that trust was well placed.
Starting with a little game called Hunt the Renis Alma.
Yeah, we've come all this way. Now we just need to search Lenegis and Rena until we find it.
Yeah, we can protect the world and save Shion at the same time.
I too shall lend my services. My knowledge of Renan lore is bound to be a useful asset.
And they say modesty is dead.
Miracles just seem to follow wherever you go, huh?
How do you know it's me they're following? We're all in this together, Shion. You included. Now let's get moving, shall we? Last I heard, we had an apocalypse to stop. Thank you, Naori.
So did they just keep the clothes, or what's going on?
So Naori sealed away the power that made me...
I guess they just keep the clothes.
She stopped my rampage and saved my life. But then, that power she'd sealed away was passed down to you. I'm so sorry, Shion. It's my fault that you're cursed.
You're wrong. What happened to you was
Bro, y'all just had to talk about this. Why are you saying shit like this now?
You paid a heavy price for it, and then fell asleep for 300 years. The reason you lost your memories
is the reason for your curse.
The thorns.
It all leads back to them. But once they're gone, we can finally put an end to all this.
When my thorns are gone, I never dared to dream that such a thing could be possible. No, the truth is, I think maybe I've always been dreaming about a life without my thorns. The touch of my family, or playing with my friends, holding hands with Rinwell, or giving Law a deserved smack, embracing everyone. All the normal things that people do together. I always wished I could experience them for myself, and finally know what they were like. Is it really okay for me to believe it can happen? I'm so scared of getting my hopes up. What if it doesn't work out in the end, and...
That's not going to happen. I'm here to make sure it won't. Forget fate or destiny or anything else. We're going to live a normal life. There are a lot of things you still want to do, right?
Yeah, you're right. It's such a strange feeling. I know that we've still got plenty of fighting up ahead, and it's for my sake, so I can live.
You're worth fighting for.
I believe you, Alphen.
Good. I'll keep on fighting. For as long as it takes. Until our future is finally in our hands.
Oh, wow. Okay. More AG. Latest needed. Just remember the 300-year-long line of maidens shown intense user powers confront destruction limiting dead. So you have this. Use art casting time during combos. Revitalize. Ooh, that's juicy. I'm so close to this though. Oh. This would be so useful to have. It's gonna suck up all our CP, but that's still so good. Revitalize has always been a wonderful thing to have in these fucking games. This is good too. What? First art, custom resilience. All of these are good. This whole tree here is good. But I'm gonna try to finish this first. Oh. Sodale Artellus. A sword given to the chosen sovereign that draws out all of their latent power, so as to carry out the spirituality. So, Gamma Dallas, ceremonial guard given to the chosen sovereign, granting with the endurance to withstand its powers. Blaze Fiacos. Oh my god, I chose a Vader capable of defending with astral energy. It's worn to contain the sovereign's power. Okay, I just have these? Oh, okay. They hit me with the new wallpaper. She's just wearing it. Just get it. Alright, that still looks pretty good. So you can have it. Yeah, Catboy. Let's see what else on the set 300.
Sounds like this Naori chick had quite the big heart.
Her position demanded nothing less. From the sound of things, she didn't focus on differences, least of all those between Renans and Danans.
Yeah. It was Naori who first showed me that such a thing was even possible. And then she saved my life by sending me back home to Dana.
Not only that, but she willingly stayed behind on Lenegis for the sake of her people. It sounds like she was quite the hero, all right. A truly caring person.
It's as if walls meant nothing to her. The ones separating the Renans from the Danans, or herself from others. She had no need for them.
Which basically meant that she never had anything to break down in the first place, huh? Yeah. I think you may be right about that.
You inherited that legacy. Her wish for the world.
Don't I know it?
She's kind of like a lodestar guiding our way, showing us what we can aspire to.
Where could go? This way. Alright. End the stream, boys. I'll end it here. It was a lot to take in. We fought a lot. We died a lot. Didn't use too many items, thankfully. and I don't know what else is next. I genuinely don't know what the fuck is gonna come after this room, because I feel like we're still not in the clear. We're still like learning a lot of things, and I genuinely just don't know what the plan will be, or like where the story's gonna go from here, because we kind of just know what to do now. We just have to find Arelis Amma, but then I don't really know how the story's gonna carry forward and, you know, go about doing that with the cast. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see how, you know, how that pans out. But until then, we will have to wait until I decide to boot the game up again. I can't make any promises it'll be soon, but please look forward to that, because although I do have my gripes with this game, I am enjoying the story, and I'm looking forward to see what happens next. So, yeah, I'm done for now. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, you can feel free to follow me and all that good stuff, so you know when I'm coming back with more content for you. And I think the next time I stream is probably gonna be the hell's the name of that game again? I forgot the name of the game. You'll figure it out when I stream next time. Anyway, that's it for me. YouTube watchers, thank you for watching. It was a little weird, but in the beginning, with the crash and all that, but hopefully you enjoyed regardless. Until next time, take care.